So we're going to do a bit of talking, talk through the kit and things, and then just give you a load of kits and you can all have a go. And we probably recommend that you start in pairs, or if you want to do it on your own, you can do it on your own as well. Fire is so amazing. I mean, you know, you're all here because of fire and how amazing it is in our lives, and that sense. So Jane and I have spent a fair bit of time learning this and practicing, like a musician practices their musical instrument. We've been practicing making fire just so that we become intimate with it. And we spent some time in the wilderness, and that was really when we kind of met fire, in the sense that we didn't have matches or lighters, we only had kits like this, but we were relying on the fire to be our warmth, to be our food, to be our cooking, and to be our hearth and our hub for our community. So fire was so important. So learning fire by friction is like going on a journey into harnessing the fire that's kind of within you, because it uses literally your body energy, your body fire. But it also kind of, as you kind of connect with this, it kind of requires you to harness some kind of fire within you. But it's also harnessing the sunlight that's stored in the wood. So it's this amazing connection between us and trees that can create fire. Cool, so let's do some bow drilling. So I'm going to talk through the kit briefly, and then we'll do a demo. I'll start with the bow. Bow doesn't really matter what kind of wood you choose for your bow. I tend to harvest green and with a slight bend, so that you can then have your string like that, a bit like a bow and arrow kind of bow. And you want it to be about as long, this one's maybe a little bit long for me, as your curled fingertips. And then you have your kit, which is more important what wood you choose for this. The general rule is it's something soft. So that's something that's grown fast, like willow and hazel and cedar and things. But it's about really trying your own. You know, there's so many options out there, and I've probably got different favourite ones, to Jane, to these guys, to anyone who knows how to make fire. I'll tell you one combination, someone will go, no, that's rubbish, this one's the one. So it's about practicing. Hopefully we've got some nice ones here for you, mostly cedar and hazel. All of them. And the principle is that you're going to be spinning the spindle in the hearthboard. And the idea is that you're focusing all your energy into this point here, and in having as much friction as possible in this point here to create heat, to create fire. So the whole thing is designed so that that's where your energy is focused. So your spindle's pointed at the top so that you've got least friction in the handhold, and rounded off at the bottom so you've got most friction there. Your handhold wants to be the hardest thing in your kit. I have a shell with some buckskin, but we've got for you some hardwoods. Anything hard like oak or cherry or apple or this works. And these two woods, this one wants to be slightly harder than this one, but not so much that it's drilling a hole, but so that you're creating friction. The spindle wants to be harder than the hearthboard, just slightly.
But they can be the same wood, because the hearthboard's that way, the spindle's that way. So the way the grain is, that's going to make that harder than that, even if it's actually the same.
Yeah. And then the last thing is a little flat anything to catch the dust. And so what happens is that this spins and it creates this black dust, which is what ignites, or what becomes the ember that you then go to the next stage with. So we're going to have a go. And I'd say it's really worth looking at like the posture, because like I say, like the whole kit is designed to focus your energy into one place, and the way your body is just as important as the way the kit is, really, because it's about you having the right flow. So I have, well, I just watch, and we'll come and support you in your posture when you're doing it.
Just warming up the kit slowly, there's no need to go really fast at this point. And then you get faster and faster as time goes on, but in that beginning stage you've got to preserve your stamina, preserve your energy. And then when you're starting to get thick black smoke, you can start to speed up and add more pressure on the top and get faster and faster. Eventually what's happening here is Jessie's creating black dust and it's dropping down through the notch onto the little piece of wood underneath and getting hotter and hotter, and eventually that will get hot enough that one piece will ignite and the heat will spread and you'll have a little coal there. So when you see that the smoke is coming from the pile of dust rather than the spindle, you know you can stop when you've got a coal. Like this.
So it's smoking without me doing anything now.
At this point it's really important not to rush, because what it's doing is the heat is spreading through the dust and it's coalescing, and it's going to make itself stronger if you leave it and let the whole thing ignite. So you've got like a minute and you can just be calm and that whole pile of dust will start to glow. This is straw, but what if you're in the wild you do some dry grasses or some dry bracken, anything you can find. And this fluffy stuff here, you use it to extend the ember, so it's not going to catch fire, but it will extend the ember that you've just made and give it more heat to be able to ignite these dry grasses.
You use rosemary willow herb for that bit?
Any kind of fluff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that works well.
That was very quick. Sorry, dude.
Yes. Breathe deeply and deeply out.
Don't mess with it.
Fire! Welcome, fire! Thank you for coming. So we've got a whole load of kits lined up. Hopefully all of them are really nice so that you can just have a really beautiful entry into making fire. Choose a bow that's a good length for you, so if you're one of the taller people, maybe take one of the longer bows.
Being in pairs is really lovely if you have someone who want to do that with.
Yeah, so if you're in a pair, should we just demo that, because I think some people...
Yeah, so if you're in a pair, it can be a bit awkward if one person's holding the top and the other person's bowing. What I find is good is if the person holding the top has also got a hand on the bow.
Let's demo. So this is how you might want to do it in a pair. I'm like as if I was on my own, but Jane will help. So I will focus my energy on there, and Jane's putting the energy into the bowing. So I'm not even really doing much, but it helps if I have my hand on there. So that's how it's great in a pair, especially if you're beginning. Stop.
Do you think it's easier to do that?
Yeah, because you don't run out of energy as quickly. And there's some, you know, it's like specific muscles that you're building up that's like, I remember my left hand used to ache a lot.
So here's kits, you can come and take, they're all together, so that's one, that's one, that's one.
Yeah, they're connected with their spindle, so it's great if you keep them together.
And you need your top.
Oh yeah.
Never the menu to the start. You and I bring love shepherding.
You're finding it.
Not easy.
It is not.
This is my second workshop making fire with friction, but I have been trying it on my own at home. I can get an ember, which is great, but I need to learn more about what to do next with your hay or straw to get the flame. That's where I seem to be having a struggle, but in the last workshop it was great. This workshop I'm going to try and hone my skills and get to that flame.
Right, Bruce, go and ask the lady if we can have some straw.
How's it feel?
Me? Wonderful. If I get fire out of this.
Tip it in really carefully. Watching.
Oh, to the greatest.
This is brilliant. Look what you and your dad have just done. How does it feel?
Thank you.
Good?
Yeah. I see fire! I see fire! Yes, I see fire.
Frustration, yeah?
No, I just, I'm kind of feeling I can't be bothered because I want to go to the bit of work there, singing, dancing.
How's it going? All good? Jane to the rescue.
Yeah, this is it. There you go.
Find out later.
Like your teeth
Come on.
filling someone else's lungs.
There's something so tribal about it.
It's safe.
Oh, I saw a flame. I blew it out.
Go. One long breath.
Come on, I'm being chilly.
It's gonna go, you're fine.
How's it going? I saw it.
What's up?
Oh, come on.
Maybe you could help with your breath. Can you help out?
Go on. Give it,
Yeah, go on.
give it a blow. Go on. Give it a long blow. Big blow.
Big blow. Breathe right into your lungs and then right out. It's so you're giving someone the kiss of life.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Woo!
You've got the flame. Quickly.
Well done.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Wow, that's
How's it feel?
fantastic. We've made fire. We've made fire. Look at that.
That was really quick.
Yeah.
If you want to bring it back to the pool.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
And now you wanna lay me, you my love, you my love. Come out, over the distance. Come grace, call a dominion of my world, of my heart. Come one,